Hello, hello, welcome on our channel. Another Saturday. I'm not sure what's the weather like at yours, but it is quite cold here. It's pretty much winter time, and that's how I feel. We just listened to You Lied. I'm really glad we've listened to the original as well. As you know, we are within the Salival album. We still have quite a few songs in front of us. The next song that we will listen to today is Merkaba. I wanted, before we start, to thank you really for the comments, because as you know, after next week we will listen to No Quarter, and I really wanted to listen to the original by Led Zeppelin, but I was advised by you guys that apparently there is some copyright issues, so thanks to you we probably not gonna turn on the whole song throughout. You gave me a few tips as to how to approach it, because I really would like to listen to the original before I will crack on the Tool version. So probably you either we're gonna speed this up, or you will I don't know.
Or we put like a silence and people can play the No Quarter by Led Zeppelin on their own and just listen to it and watching the video at the same time.
Yes, something in those lines. There's quite a few really good recommendations, so thank you for this. Today's video I feel maybe a bit shorter than usual, because the song is surrounded by mysticism and there's literally a few words in it, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm really excited to start Merkaba.
Yeah, I would add that I read something that Merkaba was used as an intro to Sober, which we already did, also live version. So it might be useful to keep that in mind, I guess.
Okay, so let's do it.
Okay. Lyrics? Do you have lyrics in front of you, or you don't need them?
No, in all honesty, I think that's the first video when I've just read the whole lyrics in advance. When I've seen that there's literally just a few words, I thought it's just good to have a read through before, and I can then focus completely on the whole song. I think it's more of the musical experience in this one, so that's what I want to focus on.
Okay, so let's do it.
Okay.
I've got the video in front of myself and it's rather interesting.
Is it the original video?
I don't know, unfortunately. No, it isn't original one, no.
It's getting interesting.
very trippy.
What is he saying?
I think it's some kind of psychedelic experience. Our body is light, we are immortal. Keep in mind it is live version. It's amazing.
omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, without judgment, omniscient, omnipotent, without judgment, omniscient,
That's it, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right. Do you think this song is well known?
I think it's less known than others. I've scrolled through a couple of comments on YouTube under the video, and yeah, some people say they know a lot of Tool songs, but they heard this for first time and so on. So I don't think it's well known.
It's definitely worth to listen to, but I would, although I'm not a Tool expert yet, I would probably say that that's not something that many people will know.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a specific song as well, isn't it? It's completely different from the rest. Perhaps the aim was to put you in a certain mood, especially that it's a live version as well.
It made me want another song now. Like, it prepared me to something else.
Yeah, I wish we didn't listen to Sober before, but then I'm glad we did. But I think it's a great intro and it puts you in this mood. I have quite a few notes about the word Merkaba, what it means, and I have pretty good stuff that I wanted to at least mention. But before we go to it, I just wanted to check with you really. What do you think about the voice? It didn't sound like Maynard. Was it Maynard?
I don't know, was it? I'm guessing it was Maynard, but I'm not 100% sure. I think the voice really fit well into the theme of the song. It was a little bit dark, a little bit mystical, maybe.
Yeah, and I think because of the way this song has been created to put you in this mood, because it meant to reflect Merkaba, it just didn't sound like Maynard. It was completely different, the voice as well, but perhaps it was a specific purpose of doing it this way. I have a few notes about Merkaba. It like I said, it comes, if I'm correct, from Jewish or Hebrew and the ancient early Jewish mysticism. The symbol Merkaba is actually a star from sacred geometry, and it's composed of 3 separate parts, where Mer is light, Ka is spirit, and Ba is body. So star is the union of spirit and body, surrounded by light. So indeed, the whole song seems to reflect some kind of mystical experience. I was a bit curious, and I even tried to look up some more information about the actual purpose of Merkaba song by Tool. And one of the nice comments I found under some forums, I think I found it in some forum as well, was that the song is a reflection of everything we know. It's to guide us to God or something. So
Interesting. I'm just looking at this, I don't know, logo of Merkaba, the symbol, and it's like multiple triangles, but there are like three distinctive parts to it. So I think it's very interesting geometrically itself. And what you just said, that it's all we know, right?
yeah, so basically I think it was more or less like answer to everything. The essence of spirit and body. I think the song itself can kind of guide you and try to achieve this certain mental state, when you are in this deep mystical state, when you are almost as if you understand everything, you're omnipresent, you're omniscient, like in the song, like you see everything, you hear everything, you're everywhere, and that's how you feel.
I've also read the other translation or interpretation, I'm not sure, about the word Merkaba, and someone was saying it also means like a vehicle to transport you to different dimensions, something like that. So I think it's all along the lines of what you just said. It's like something to transform you or help you to transform.
Yeah, so Merkaba, yeah, it is a vehicle. It also translates from Hebrew, if I remember correctly, as chariot. So there's always this kind of vehicle that, but again, to transport the body and the soul, perhaps to link them, in the spiritual light. So it is also used in meditation. It's kind of really deep breathing meditation, but it should put you in the state of feeling like you are omnipresent.
I wonder when Tool came up with this song, how did they construct it? Like, I'm thinking, did they thought about using drums as heartbeats, things like that? Like, how do you construct a song that is meant to put you in that state? What's the science, or what's the theory behind that? I'm very interested.
Yeah, it should involve, it should put you into this meditation state, or prepare you for something even else. It's like through the song, they are trying to open your brain to something more than just
song.
Yeah, like
that's why I'm saying
your brain
I'm
jumps.
hungry.
Your brain also jumps to the next level of understanding. That's how I feel. But in terms of creation itself, obviously I have no idea how they did the song, but there are certain drugs that theoretically can put you in certain states, and higher level states, and the catharsis to kind of allow you to have this cathartical experience. So that can have something to do with it as well. But again, Merkaba, it's part of meditation. And meditation, it allows you to kind of achieve enlightenment. What do you think, whether it worked? Did you feel enlightened, or did you really feel the song?
I felt the song, I have to say I really felt the song, and I really liked it. I definitely will go back to it. It's I heard it before more as a background noise rather than actually purposely listening to it, but right now when I listen to it purposefully, I really appreciate that, and I unfortunately I can't say I'm enlightened, but it made me want something more. That's my first thought.
See. Well, at the beginning, I didn't think I will achieve any, kind of higher state, where I will really kind of get into the song, and I will, really focus on every kind of aspect of the song. Because although there was not much of lyrics, you wouldn't say there was a lot of sounds. There actually was quite a lot, and they were quite subtle. So at one point, I kind of started, kind of hearing those kind of subtle extra, you would say, noises, and I would say, I don't know, perhaps sounds within the song, and I actually pretty enjoyed that. it didn't came to me naturally, I'd say. I mean, right away. I think about like 2 or 3 minutes, but then it was just getting better and better, and it was kind of putting me in this mood where I would really like to listen to like another deep song. So I think it works, and when I'm thinking of it, I think it was a really great step if it was during the live concert. So especially that if, imagine like there's many people on and them on stage, and they going through these songs, and then they giving you the Merkaba, and then after the song there comes another song. I think it all had a great purpose. It was like, masterpiece and even creation, and thinking of creating the song like this.
Yeah, that's like when we talk about it now, that's my primary point of concern of how do you create a song like that? Like, how do you know which sounds to put? There's no like, it's not like any traditional song. It's more like, I would say it's more like sound effects to the movie, except the movie is your the listener's internal head images, whatever.
And in here you can even close your eyes and like feel like you're somewhere else, like you're in completely different state. But even this like very subtle sentences, like it's some kind of psychedelic experience, and all kind of like gets through you. So even like the words that they used in the song, this again omnipresent, without judgment at the end, it was like repeated so many times that I would even say it became a bit monotonic. But I think it was purposely made this way,
like hypnotizing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how I felt at the very end. But and I think you need to be like a really good artist. You need to have a vision to create something like this.
What do you mean by vision?
I mean, you need to, by vision I mean like you need to be really talented and have some kind of great talent or vision of creation in order to do the song. Does it make sense?
I'm not sure
Because you've asked how they created the song, how to, what is the process of creation of a song like that.
When you used word vision, I was just thinking, did you mean like
imaginary,
some revelation, or more like creativity? I don't know.
Probably more like creativity. Maybe it's, too big of a word I used. But, you need to have something that some people don't have, this kind of ability to create something like this. And something that also crosses my mind is I found this on some forum as well, that Tool is almost as occultism with the songs they make, that they do it purposely, and all their songs are some part of occultism. And this song would fit into this description. When you think of the other songs, they are always so deep. They present certain story, like some astrological deep stuff, like in the Grudge, for example, and the reference to Saturn that comes down.
Sorry for a slight change of subject. What did you think about those two verses? Our body is light, we are immortal. Our body is love, we are eternal.
So with these words, I think it is like a clear connection to the Merkaba and this vehicle that connects body to soul and transfers and transports them through this light. So almost as if, let me just go back to the words, our body is light, we are immortal, this part, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's almost the state. Again, that's the state where you know everything, you feel like you're a god. That's what you've achieved. So sometimes you feel like this when you really achieve this deep meditation, the state after the deep meditation. So your body is so light, like you really can see clearly, you can see everything, you can understand everything. That's why your body is light. So as if you almost jumped out of your body and you see everything through.
I see. Yeah.
That's it, really.
It really makes you think.
Yeah, it makes you think. I don't know whether I achieved the state. I probably didn't. but I really think it could have a great effect during concert, and I'm really jealous of people who could experience it live, you know? Especially with all the things that came after, and especially, being throughout this whole journey with Tom. It's really, really mystical. It's really deep, and that's the purpose. That I wouldn't say, the song will be really popular again, because its purpose is quite specific. It's different from what we've listened to already.
So after you listening to that song now, what are the occasions you think you would choose this song to listen to right now? Like, in what situations would you get that song to listen?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I think you can listen to it when you go through the whole Solival album. When you listen to as part of the journey. But it may be good to listen to the song if you are trying to prepare yourself to some big event and you want to have a bit of time for yourself to kind of...
So like for meditation, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or perhaps if you're, for example, addicted to drugs, or not even addicted, but if you want to use certain drug.
It's interesting because I've heard that some psychedelics, the non-addictive ones like LSD or DMT, I don't have any. I don't remember it was any like meaningful source, but I've seen it in multiple sources that they have potential to help you with addictions. Like the soul psychedelic experience can help you get rid of different addictions like smoking.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not encouraging to drugs. That's not what I tried to say. It was more or less that if it happened to somebody that they've been under and they took some drugs, right? I think maybe if they would, listen to the song, who knows what they would experience? Maybe it would help them.
So I have more and more thoughts about this whole song and this particular topic of addiction now. So remember on Undertow album, I think, or maybe even on the previous one on Opiate, there was this topic of religion being opium for masses, right?
Opiate.
Opiate. What's wrong?
No, opiate. Just even the title itself of the album.
Yeah. But so let's say religion is a drug, right?
Mhm.
And this kind of psychedelic experiences, let's assume it's true that they can help with addictions, and maybe they can help also with addiction to the religion. What do you think about that?
That's something that we would have to have a different conversation, I guess.
Maybe, yeah, just
I
a
mean,
thought.
it may be, I'm pretty sure there are examples like this of people that, stepped out from the religion, but there are also examples, I'm pretty sure, of people who kind of stepped into the religion because of certain experiences like this.
But
Sometimes...
to what kind of religion would you step into after, let's say, someone had this psychedelic experience and he became enlightened, and what religion would you choose after that? My thinking is you would choose no religion really, because it's you get to know that you are the immortal, or you're the light, you are the God kind of a thing.
I mean, not necessarily. You may just feel almost as you're a god, in the sense that you now understand it, like you now know and see what is going on. Or, the psychedelic experiences can take many different forms. There can be, you know what, actually what I'm thinking at the moment, I think we've listened to, I don't know if you know the street epistemology. There was like a YouTube channel, and
We'll link it.
The guy has pretty good conversations. He literally just asks people on the street some epistemological questions.
Why they believe what they believe, yeah.
More or less, yeah. That's usually the main aim of those chats. But I'm pretty sure we've seen one episode where a guy stepped into the religion because of experience he had, type of psychedelic experience. So that's what I'm thinking of. I'm not an expert. I can only speak for myself as well. So perhaps it's better to kind of refer to someone who actually had similar or something, experienced something like this.
Yeah, by the way, I think it's a great channel. It's Anthony Mancabosco, who I think does a great job with this channel.
Oh, it's not the advertisement, and we genuinely really like the guy. I think his what he's doing is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you would like to add.
I think we will be left with more questions than answers after this video,
Yeah.
but that's great.
Yeah, and I'm still, thinking about some other situations wherein I would like to listen to the song. I definitely would like to go back to the song again, but I don't think that's, I know it's not the type of the song that I would, feel like, oh, I'm gonna listen to in the car or during a morning running, or you just need to have, you need to be in a certain mood, or you need to feel.
I would try putting this before different songs and see how it works for them.
You know what, that can be pretty interesting. So it can work pretty well as an intro to some other songs that can, it maybe even help us then to find some different, understanding on the songs that we've listened to before. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, for being with us. I think it's a good time to finish, really. Let me know whether you like that. I think it's definitely a great song. It's different. It's not something that you can listen to just like that every day. There needs to be occasion for the song, I'd say. And I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm gonna leave you with this as well. Remember, we do have a Patreon. If you would like to support us, we will really, really, really appreciate it. And see you next week. We will listen to No Quarter.
So yeah, thank you.
Thanks for watching.